What does practicing look like for you? What does practicing look like for you? If you're a beginner pianist, your practicing may just look repetitious. You know, triads. But what does it look like to you? As many chances as you should get if you are starting to play your instrument, you should always sit down at it. I would say at least daily. Daily. Sit down at your instrument every single day. Um, Now, keep in mind, practicing is different than actually playing. Uh, did I do that wrong? That's playing. Practicing though is should be broken down into various parts. For beginner players, you should be just practicing on the dexterity of your fingers. You should be practicing on the dexterity of your fingers, um, starting off in the key of C, middle C in the piano. And that's because that's where we all start at. Um, but if you are trying to improve on your playing, it's like I'm trying to improve on my sight reading. So I have Amazing Grace pulled up. And yeah, I'm going through how to play it like it's written. Sorry. Where are we going? I hope I got that right. I hope I got that right. And that's because my memory is trying to kick in. And my teacher would say, Joshua, you got a good memory, but I need you to actually sit down and read what is being played. So if I Amazing Grace in the key of F, so I'm sorry, we would actually start off with the that's what's actually written. So that's what's actually written. So I don't even know if that's it. Now my memory's kicking in. So B. Yeah, that's right. So that's where it is. Now my ADD comes in at music deficit disorder, comes in where I would practice that, and I would actually start off with the Amazing Grace. Okay, so that's me accompanying the singer. Now here's the thing. I would usually read through this whole thing, sight read it, and then I'll be like, okay, you know what? That's good. I got enough of it. I got the cadence of it. Hate that, hate that, hate it. And then I would start to see. So you guys see how I went into autopilot. And it's a that's that music ADD. Now I'm snatching stuff up from other songs. So what I would do is I would start literally thinking of other songs. I'm like, okay, that's good. That's good. We saw the textbook Amazing Grace. Hold on. See, my memory's kicking in. So let's do it. Let's do it the right way. This is the intro. Was that the right? Was that the right one? Back to F. And we're gonna end up there with F. So I would sight read the majority of this, and then I would take off on my own tangent because I have the cadence remembered in my head. Not only do I have the cadence remembered in my head, but I have the F chord, D minor 7, F chord with a C and a bass. I'm starting to actually read this whole thing in its entirety. And then when you have it, you have it. And that actually would be practice enough today for me until I get to the do I want to do that? So we can go with the F7. No, so we can go with that. So we can go with the Amazing Grace kind of. And also, here's another thing that I do. So that's a blues run. Or we can. So I will start literally taking from other songs that we're done kind of in a blues run in the key of F, and I would incorporate that into Amazing Grace. So say if I came in with a so we can kind of go with the So let's do it again. We go with it here. Say if I want to go with it. So you got to make the song yours. We can go strictly by the textbook. We can go strictly by the textbook, or we can make the song ours. And if you have a singer, she can accompany you. You can go with that. So I'm building up from the, we already did kind of our intro. The traditional intro was. And I think we went down to the other F. I don't know if I even like that. That's the traditional way of playing it. Do I even like the traditional way? Let's follow it again. And here we go. C, and we're gonna go down to the. I don't even know if that called for that. And there we go. Does it sound right? Okay, boring. I mean, but it'll work. It'll give you some ideas. What I prefer is so we can go right here. Stop right there for today, and we need to figure out how we want the rest of this song to sound. We need to figure out how do we want the rest of this song to sound. We've already changed the intro of it, but that was my practice for today. So again, and if I wanted to do additional things to help me out, I have a whole bunch of reading material. Namely, Blues Piano, the complete audio guide. And I use this with kind of references just to listen to different ways I can make my music sound. And not only do I do that, but in my free time I'm listening to some popular blues tunes. now we're going to that say the rest like me, but we're not gonna do that part yet because I want to get the intro the way I want to get it. And then we'll also do a march. As soon as I get my fingers marched, I gotta make my march hand, whichever hand I decided to be, to talk to the hand that I want to carry the the rhythm of Amazing Grace. But make your practice times effective. Usually, again, if you're a beginner, you want to go through your scale. Make sure you got your proper fingering. I also would suggest that if you are learning a new song, say Amazing Grace is in the key of F, you should be actually practicing your F major scale, your F minor scale, F. Well, we got F, G. Your F minor scales. I don't know if I did that right. But yeah, practice your F minor scales. Practice in the key that you're playing in. You might want to start off with the key that then go with the key that you're playing in. And so since we're trying to make the song also sound bluesy, now that's something different. We're not gonna even talk about where I got that from. So but that's gonna be my practice tips for today. So again, practice if you're a beginner piano, practice your scales. Start off with that, then maybe your triads, then your block chords. Then if you're kind of an intermediate player, practice the next scale, which in this case would be my F, my F major scale. You also probably want to practice the F blues scale so that you can put that in the song. Remember, now we're getting more ideas for the song. Now I'm getting my music DD on. And when we figure out how we want this all to come together, we're gonna play the original piece. So I hate that drop down, it's confusing me. And so I can kind of leave that out. That's your intro right there. I hope that's your intro. I think I missed some part of that. So we're gonna do it one more time. Practice does not make perfect. Practice makes better. So we're gonna drop down. There it is. There it is. So all a good night.